Today we're going to dig into the patent archives and uncover the work of a really prolific but probably unknown inventor from the early 20th century, a man named Harris Epstein. In his portfolio? Well, it's just this fascinating collection of super clever solutions to problems people faced every single day. The whole reason we even know his story is thanks to his great-grandson, Tzvee Zahavy. And this quote, it just frames everything, doesn't it? This isn't just about technical drawings. It's a story of family pride, about a man they all lovingly called Epstein the inventor.
So who exactly was Harris Epstein? While the personal details about him are a little scarce, his patents tell us so much. They paint this picture of a mind that was just constantly looking at the world, questioning things, and tinkering to make everything a little bit safer and a little more efficient.
And this timeline, wow, it really shows you the incredible range of his mind over more than 20 years. He wasn't just stuck in one field. He's going from heavy-duty construction equipment to home safety gadgets, then to personal hygiene and kitchen tools. It seems like Epstein saw chances for improvement absolutely everywhere.
Okay, let's kick things off with two of his earliest patents. These were all about tackling one of the biggest dangers you'd find in a home back then: gaslighting.
Think about it. This was a critical question. If that flame went out, your room would just silently fill up with flammable, toxic gas. It was a deadly serious problem. And Epstein came up with a brilliantly simple, audible solution.
And here it is, the signaling apparatus. Now, this patent drawing might look a little complicated, but the idea behind it is actually incredibly elegant. It was designed to attach right onto a gas fixture.
So the genius part is how it responds automatically. The mechanism actually senses the flow of unburnt gas, the stuff that escapes when a flame goes out. So instead of letting the room fill silently with danger, the device cleverly reroutes that escaping gas through a tiny whistle. All of a sudden, a deadly silence is replaced by a life-saving sound. Just a simple, loud warning that something is very wrong.
But he wasn't done with gas safety, not by a long shot. He'd actually taken on this problem from a totally different angle 3 years before this. Now, for this one, we don't have a clear illustration, but the patent text itself tells us everything we need to know.
This one was all about prevention. So instead of warning you after the flame went out, this device warned you the second you turned the gas on. As you turned the valve, it would pass through a position that made a whistle blow before it opened the main gas line. It was basically a built-in alert system to stop someone from accidentally leaving the gas on without lighting it in the first place. So moving beyond the home, Epstein also turned that inventive mind of his to the challenges of the cities, which were growing like crazy at the time. As buildings started stretching higher and higher, well, you needed new ways to get up there safely.
And this was a major engineering puzzle. Fire departments, construction workers, they needed ladders that could reach what the patent calls lofty buildings. But a ladder that long would be an absolute nightmare to move around the city. It had to be both massive and portable at the same time. And these patent drawings just perfectly illustrate his solution. You see it on the left, the ladder's fully extended, ready to go. Then on the right, that same huge structure is collapsed down into this remarkably compact unit. The secret was all in the clever mechanics.
So let's break down how this thing actually worked. The whole thing sits on this wide, stable base. On that base, you have two powerful drums. Flexible steel cables run from the top of the ladder sections all the way down to these drums. So by simply winding the cables, an operator could just smoothly and safely raise the ladder to its full height. And then, just as easily, the whole thing could be folded right back down for transport. So smart. All right, let's bring it back down to earth and head back into the home. Because Epstein was just as interested in solving those small, everyday frustrations that, let's be honest, we can all still relate to. It's a timeless kitchen problem, right? Grating by hand is slow, it's messy, and it's a fantastic way to scrape your knuckles. Epstein saw this chore and just thought, there has got to be a better way. And here it is. This was his better way. And this wasn't just a simple grater. This was a vegetable grating machine. You can see from the drawing it was designed for total efficiency and cleanliness. The design is just brilliantly practical. You've got a pair of swinging jaws that firmly grip the vegetable to hold it steady. The operator then just moves the jaws back and forth over this curved grater plate. Oh, and look at that integrated drawer at the bottom. It neatly collects everything, so no more mess. The patent even points out it was designed for one-handed operation. That's efficiency right there. Epstein's inventive spirit even made its way into the bathroom. He looked at the simple, mundane act of brushing your teeth and asked a question that was deceptively simple. Could this be done better?
His answer was this, a toothbrush that looks kind of like a tuning fork. It's a pretty radical redesign, but it has a very, very clear purpose. The logic behind this design is just pure efficiency. By bending the handle into a fork and putting two brush heads facing each other, you could clean both the inside and the outside of your teeth at the exact same time. We're talking twice the cleaning in half the time. And he was even thinking ahead, designing the heads so they could be detached and replaced. And finally, we have his version of the folding umbrella. Now, a lot of compact umbrellas fold along the ribs, but Epstein's key idea was different. He actually put a pivot in the main stick itself. This meant the entire handle section could fold up right alongside the ribs, which created an umbrella that was way shorter and more portable than anything else at the time.
So, when you look back at this incredible portfolio of ideas, what really is the lasting legacy of Harris Epstein? This quote from his great-grandson, it really just says it all, doesn't it? The same curiosity that drove Epstein to redesign a toothbrush or a ladder is the exact same spirit that drives innovation today. You can just imagine him marveling at an iPad, probably sketching out improvements in his head.
And really, that brings us to the final thought. Harris Epstein's legacy is a great reminder that innovation isn't always about some revolutionary new technology. Sometimes it's about looking at the most familiar things around us, a gas lamp, a ladder, a toothbrush, and just having the vision to ask a simple but powerful question: how can this be better?